Okay. Hello. I'm trying to reconnect it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Mm. This video thing because YouTube Studios it wouldn't cooperate, but now it's on. Anyways, welcome to my Everyday Agenda podcast, or should I say video podcast. It's going to be on about another 5 minutes, so I can get started very quickly, as long as we all do, but who knows, could be civilized. And we got a great show for you today as well, or should I say this weekend. Let's talk about Bach celebration at St. Cecilia's, going to be on. And yeah, last couple Sundays. And what about Soul Food Sunday last Sunday at Resurrection? And so is evening musical program at New Horizons Presbyterian Church in Council Bluffs, Iowa. And finally, last but certainly not the least, of course, Omaha Symphony Chorus dress rehearsal at Countryside Community Church. We just already have rehearsal for the start to finish for this one. Yeah, guess that's right. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yes, Reflections program. And because we already did last Tuesday. Now just do a whole program for dress rehearsal. Just before this Sunday's, you guessed it, Omaha Symphony Chorus concert at Countryside Community Church in Omaha, Nebraska. So it's going to be wonderful. Don't forget, getting to know you with Dr. Spencer Davis, and so is Marie Rabies Bauer of these two ones. And finally, Black History Month, the conclusion, part 4. So who knows? Plus Rachel's thoughts, and I got inside this recap of February. Yeah, of course, it's almost over with. So who knows? Because I have to say goodbye to February, say hello to March, as far as we're concerned. And my final thoughts about, Roberta Flack, just, and these two things that you ought to know by now. Yeah, Roberta Flack just passed away, and so is Gene Hackman, and you know what I'm talking about. Trust me. And guess what? Oh boy, everything else can be civilized about putting in letters inside their envelopes, and that's why Heather got me of the trap of things. Once we go upstairs, second floor, so I can stuff. Yeah, Lou. Yeah, a volunteer helper at the VA hospital, putting letters and all that stuff. So you just had to trust me about that for this one. That's the beginning of this opening and closing thoughts, and I'm talking about. You just had to trust me about that as well. And don't forget to and what I'm talking about. Now, before I gotta get started, here's the thing. What I'm talking about. Yeah, you can download it and you should listen to it on this podcast from Spreaker Studios and Angel Song Productions. So take it from there. So who knows, can be civilized about that as well. Well, I know it. Who knows, can be civilized. Okay, very quickly, it's got to be, download the podcast from, new iHeart Radio. Yes. Goes all the way up to Amazon Music. So who knows, can be civilized. I wish Apple Podcast could be doing this. I don't know. I'll find out probably next year or so, whatever it is. And you had to go to the website, at Wix website at LHMusic6.wixsite.com/everyday agenda. So you can listen to it. And you know what to do. Follow me. Facebook and follow me at facebook.com and Twitter X. and I'll be posting all the social media websites. So this should be fun. So who knows? Could be civilized. Okay. So I hope all of you ready out there. So get ready. Everyday Agenda podcast. And so as the video podcast starts, yeah, now. So who knows? Okay, here we go. Okay. Ready? Here we go. Everyday Agenda Podcast is a presentation of Angel Zone Productions and Spreaker Studios, and so is YouTube Studios for the video podcast. Oh my gosh, welcome to my humble opinion. You know what that means. Everyday Agenda, it has returned from Spreaker Studios and Angel Zone Productions, and so is the video podcast from YouTube. You know what I'm talking about. And we're doing this right here at New Space Podcast Studios at 90th and 4th Street, right across, right next to this, Abrams Library in Omaha, Nebraska. And we have a great show for you today, or should I say this weekend, or today, whatever it is. Trust me, you know what I'm talking about. This week, well, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, you know, Fox celebration with Dr. Marie Ruiz Bauer. Well, it's a blast. So who knows about this one? And I might gain to know Marie about that as well. You know, for this huge segment of getting to know you segment. So who knows if he's still alive? I'll explain to this. You know what I'm talking about. Soul Food Sunday is on last Sunday at Resurrection at 30th and Belvedere. You know, after the church service, yeah, Dr. Daryl Urey from Freestone Baptist Church, and so is Nola's sisters. Yes, you guessed it. Carol and Alicia does the offertory at them and take it from there. So who knows? And going downstairs, wow, Soul Food Sunday is on. Oh gosh, all the fixings and all that stuff. They're just really as far as we're concerned. So I'll explain to that as well. What about this evening musical program at New Horizons Presbyterian Church over in Council Bluffs, Iowa? And that's why Sandra has to get me into this. You guessed it. Joining with, you guessed it, John and the rest of a couple of members for Celebration Life Choir, joining Travis and Mike. And I know his name is Zachary Walker. And Zachary, I forgot his last name. So I'll explain it as far as we're concerned. And don't forget Omaha Symphony Chorus dress rehearsal at Countryside Community Church in Omaha last Thursday night. And I meant to tell you this, it's all good. I mean, seriously, it's all good doing the whole program practicing because this Sunday it's gonna be huge at 2 o'clock. So I'll explain to that as well. And don't forget the conclusion of Black History Month with you know, trust me, after I deal with getting to know you segment with Dr. Spencer Davis and Dr. Marie Ruiz Bauer. And take one there. And a brand new Rachel's Thoughts and a recap of February 2025. Yeah, that could be, it's over. It's done. And one of the things that happens that Gene Hackman just, yeah, passed away this week. And so is Roberta Flack. You know, the song Killing Me Softly goes up to church back in the late 70s. And, you know what I'm saying. It's all coming up. And to be the closing thoughts. And I'll get to that as well as the end of the show. You have to download and listen to it on this Everyday Agenda podcast, so it should be fun. But I gotta get started, shall we, with my opening thoughts because, oh God, oh my God, you don't know about this one, do you? See, that's why I went upstairs last Thursday. Yeah, at the VA hospital, and Heather just called me. Says, "I got a project for you." This is why I went downstairs and I told Dave, "Watch Mike," because he's. I couldn't even imagine that at all. I can't be civilized about this one. You just had to trust me as far as we're concerned about that as well. Well, who knows can be civilized? Let me just put this in writing for you. I went downstairs yesterday. No, not yesterday. Oh, yeah, last Thursday. And I went upstairs with Heather and a box of envelopes and letters. Oh, my goodness. That could be crazy. Yeah. And I was at upstairs, second floor, radiology. Well, that's why Jetta, try to ask me, "Where's my food? Where's my fast?" Oh, God. I hope Jetta is still around for now. But anyways, I I went, upstairs, and guess what I saw? Yeah, Lou is in the desk. Yeah, upstairs. Volunteer, information desk, second floor. And helps me with stuffing envelopes, stuffing letters inside these envelopes, and all that stuff. It's the same way as Mike Irving. Yeah, the chief of the VA. Yes, yes, and he helped everybody. This could be the last time it happens. So trust me. So that means there's a stuff the letters, put inside the envelopes, and I went so fast. And Lou is just same way. Well, who else can be civilized? And we talk huge conversations about this one, and this talk about. And this is what happens. This is why I went upstairs, get my lunch. Upstairs, third floor, and all that stuff at lunch. And this is why it happens. That means I gotta get my lunch at 1 o'clock last Thursday afternoon. And why? Because it pays to be nice to people, whatever it is. So, don't we all know that as well? I'm talking about these things. Anyway, and afterwards, I gotta get that Crystal Light, a couple of packets of Crystal Light. I know it could be Fish Fridays, and I have no clue whatsoever. So after I get my lunch, headed back downstairs, helping Lou, stuffing letters, and all that. So that could be a fun job. So afterwards, I headed back downstairs to the ACC. And you know what I mean? It's Mike trying to sit in my chair. Oh, God. Yeah. Wise Mike. Yeah. Little Mike. Not Mike Irving. Yeah, he's Michael Rowan trying to take my chair and oh boy, this is ridiculous. This is so absurd, and I have no clue whatsoever. He tried to take my chair, and I'm not even gonna say it for now. But the moral of the story is, who knows? LHMusic, you will have to learn how to be nice. I don't want to hear no being nice because I hate to say this, but Mike is sitting, in my chair that he's supposed to be in the last one. Third. Trust me. What a tangle web we weave today. So, who knows? Can be civilized. Well, this is what happens. Can be civilized. Oh, gosh. Anyways, you listen to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angels on Productions and, of course, Podbean and YouTube. Studios. Yeah, video podcast as far as we're concerned. Okay, next, please. Okay, you might think it's so smart about Bach. Well, guess what? Last couple Sundays, I went to St. Cecilia's, and I know, you gotta be, yeah, cold, extremely cold, frozen, as far as we're concerned, and I don't like that at all. It's gonna be worse. Frozen, cold, where it is. It turns to icicles. So that's why get on the bus and go to St. Cecilia's at 40th and Webster at in Omaha, Nebraska. And this is what happens. I pick up this, yeah, that's right, program called Box Sweets and Delectables. And this could be huge from Cathedral Project Arts, uh, Cathedral Arts Project, and so is St. Cecilia's Institute. And I'm meant to tell you this. It's all good, and I have no clue whatsoever. So that means could be the annual concert of Johann Sebastian Bach with these, over the years. And and I meant to tell you this. Astounding instrumental and vocal musicians are joining us to unmatch this Bach thing. And it's going to be party out with organ, and so is a dance suite for cello. Oh, wow. Well, the title's going to be suites and all that stuff. So who knows? Could be civilized. So the order of dances could be civilized. So it starts with a chorale with "Oh God, who to whom we turn." Turn could be huge. Could be a hymn tune, wherever it is. And then Marie does this. You guessed it. Partita diverse on this hymn tune, BWV 767, and it goes into 8 parts about this one. So who knows? Could be civilized about that as well. Well, I guess you ought to know by now, but who knows? So with the organ piece, and then after the organ piece, his name is Micah Fusselman. Man, and you know what it means. He was growing up in performing cities across the state. This is why, as a member or a guest, he does it with Chicago Symphony, and so is the Civic Orchestra of Chicago, and so is the Advent Chamber Orchestra, and goes all the way all the way up to, you guessed it, he's all the way to cellists about this one. And this is what happens. He returns back in 2012 to Omaha to perform his private studio named, you guessed it, Fussell Music Studio. And that's why he teaches full time. So this is why he just does 6 parts of this cello suite, number 5 in C minor, BWV 1011. Not in the morning, but BWV 1011. And that afterwards, 6 parts gonna be huge. Then Marie joins Micah for this BWV 721 for this one. Then afterwards could be a huge invitation and announcements about this one, and you know what I'm talking about. Then afterwards could be the last song, Chromatic Fantasy and Fugue in A minor BWV 903. That's where Marie does this like for the last time on this posse organ. And afterwards, inside the Cathedral Cultural Center, and wow, they have air conditioner. Wow, it warms up for this reception and fellowship. Oh, wow, I have no clue whatsoever. You have no idea about this. So who knows? Can be civilized. So we have a huge, wonderful time, and I know it's cold, frozen, whatever. So that is why it happens. It happens all the time. So this is what happens. You always know about box celebration. Or or it even makes sense. So Marie and Micah, wonderful job, and it's gonna be wonderful for this concert, and I have no idea whatsoever. It's gonna be huge. Trust me. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angel Song Productions and Podbean, and so is YouTube Studios for this video podcast. Whatever happened to Soul Food Sunday? Well, who knows? Could be still ice. It does it again last Sunday at Resurrection, and here is how it went. Okay, now Soul Food Sunday, and it's gonna be huge. Last Sunday, after this cold, extreme winter thing, it's done. I hope so. And this is why I really get dressed in my blue shirt, and so is my blue jacket and my dress pants, and I'm rushing down and all that, and rushing downstairs. And guess what? It got warmed up. Yes, it has warmed up last Sunday because here's why. All because of the cold extremeness. Ridiculous. It's frozen. If I don't get frostbite. Oh boy. Anyways, so Dorsey and Dorsey, and so is Duddy, and on our way to Resurrection and climbing upstairs, and just before church, after church service starts, and I saw Carol and Alicia up in the sanctuary with Jeannie and Reverend Tony, and for this church service thing, and I'm oh boy, and I tell you one thing, it's all good. These two are warming up for the offertory anthem, and guess who's stopping by? Yes, Dr. Daryl Urey from Freestone Baptist Church, and I have no clue whatsoever about these things, about that anyways. Well, you got to know about this one. Who knows? But this is outrageous. Well, who knows? Anyways, Let's see. You know Dr. Yuri, yeah, Pastor Yuri has been there last couple of years or so for this Black History Month at Resurrection. And he read, and everybody knows can be civilized. So that means the church service is about to start with opening hymn and all that. And then Reverend Tony has been introduced Pastor Daryl Yuri. Yeah. Uh, to come up to the, you guessed it, pulpit and talk about the lives of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And that's why he said something very perfectly. Yes, that's right. Quote these readings from Dr. Martin Luther King and Pastor Yuri. Yeah, opening up, and so it's closing it, and I'm surprised. It's is there. It's so amazing. And then offertory anthem, yeah, from Carol and of course Alicia, Nola's daughters, and these two singing offertory anthem, and I have no clue whatsoever. So trust me. But where's Nola? Yeah, she's at home. But I don't know where she's coming back or not. Did you say she is in California? Yeah, I bet it is. But who knows? Can be civilized. But anyways, this is why. This is why all these things you could even be civilized. Anyways, after this church service, we headed downstairs, and guess what? Oh my God. We have Soul Food Sunday. Yes, because every single year during Black History Month, this is why it happens for Soul Food Sunday, and I cannot believe my eyes and ears. No questions about it, so who knows can be civilized about this one. So trust me. And I bet they have fried chicken and all that. Mac and cheese, and so is spaghetti and baked beans with bacon. Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. And macaroni salad and cornbread and all kinds of stuff. Wow, it's gonna be huge. But what about? Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Red velvet cake, and so is key lime bundt cake, and oh boy, it's wonderful. And I tried to taste that apple pie, apple crisp pie, or anything else can be civilized about this one, apple cobbler or whatever it is. And what about cookies and brownies? It's wonderful, and they have coffee and all kinds. We sat down a huge conversation, and I cannot believe my eyes and ears. Oh Lord, have mercy. So we're having a wonderful time doing Soul Food Sunday, and after this is over with, so try to grab my stuff and put my yes oh yes, my cake inside this bag. So I bet it's in the freezer in the kitchen, so it will get hard. Yes, hard enough. So trust me. And I saw in this video for her her smartphone. Uh, See the video with inside her smartphone. Yes, it's gotta be you guessed it. Mm-hmm. Alicia, and so is Nola. Yeah, teams up with Mark Kurtz, and I have no clue whatsoever. So you just didn't trust me as far as we're concerned. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have no objection whatsoever. So you might not know it now, but I've got your numbered. No objection or whatever. And I have no clue. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, next year's gonna be Soul Food Sunday. I wish Nola would come back. Who knows? Gonna be so nice. So thank you, Pastor Yuri, and so is Diva too, and the things that we all do for Soul Food Sunday. Trust me. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from, you guessed it, that's right, Angels on Productions and Spreaker Studios. So it's YouTube video, or shows the YouTube studios for this video podcast. Next. Okay. So you know that means gonna be a evening music uh, program at New Horizons Presbyterian Church, and that's why Sandra just picked me up at 14th and Jones Street. Yeah, for this downtown library, and this is why we're on our way after Soul Food Sunday at Resurrection. Well, it's gonna be good. Trust me. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, we head up to New Horizons Presbyterian Church. And this is what happens. You ought to know by now, but who knows, could be civilized about that as well. So Travis and Michael and a new guy named Zach Fisher. You know, he sings with, yeah, Renaissance in, yeah, Omaha, Nebraska. So who knows, could be civilized about this one. So who knows? So that means we practice, yeah, for this event with you guessed it, all those yes, 6 songs about this one. So who knows can be civilized about this one. So who's on first? Yeah. Michael does these 2 songs, Deep River and Children Sing Oh Man, with Joan plays the piano. And what about Zachary Fisher does these 2 songs, I'm Going Home. And that's why Zach tells the story about, yeah, all the things does get ready to go back home, and Kyle Pedersen does this. Wow, it really makes sense, haven't we? So that could be awesome. And what about Agnus Dei that we practice? So who knows? Then Travis does the last one with Jubilate fanfare, and so is at his name. And it went perfect. Well, who knows? Could be civilized about this one. And that is why Sandra sees her son in her, yeah, in her eyes. Yeah, could be civilized, whatever it is. So who knows? So practice these songs. Oh gosh, start to finish with Travis, and then these 2 songs for Michael, and the other one is Zach Fisher. These two songs, and the final song at his name. Whoa, wow. It's gonna be fun. Now, let's see. Oh yes, because afterwards we have dinner at 5:30, and that's why Sandra gave me 10, and then I pay to her, and who knows, can be civilized about this one. So about that as well. Trust me. And then we also, it's all about pasta and all kinds of stuff. So I got my tea with a little bit of peppermint. Oh, I could breathe. Breathe. Yeah, who knows? Give me some advice. And then I ate and all that stuff and went to the bathroom uh and all that all kinds of stuff. Yeah. Oh, wash my face, wash my hands. Yeah. Who knows? Give me some advice. Then the concert begins, starts at 7 o'clock. And I meant to tell you this is all it's all good. So who knows about this one? So trust me, if you know what I'm saying about that as well. So getting started with who's hosting this? Yeah. Uh this guy's is the who is the MC? I have no clue whatsoever. I don't know. But starting with the festival choir, uh, these three songs, and then Pastor Timothy Frank plays Mendelssohn's Sonata 3. Then three songs for yes, Zach Fisher, and then back to normal size with Travis Walker. Then finally, Steve Beck plays the con- concert paraphrase on Pirates of Penzance. Oh boy, these four parts, and you know what? It's sounding wonderful. I cannot believe my eyes and ears. So that is why it happens. So I cannot believe it. Yeah, it happens. So the audience grew. Yeah, goosebumps on it, and I have no objection whatsoever. So it's gonna be outrageous. So it was fun while it lasted. Thank you, Travis, and thank you, Michael, and thank you, Zach, for doing this. So are you, Steve. And I'm here today. I have no clue whatsoever. So who knows? Could be a 100 year. But what about 101 next year for this evening musical at New Horizons Presbyterian Church? Well, you don't want to know about this one because UB Latte could be a start for this one. Trust me. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angel Soul Productions and Spreaker Studios. And so it's the video podcast from you know who. That's right, YouTube Studios. You might think you're so smart about OSC, dress rehearsal. Where it is. Okay. You know what that means. It's OSC dress rehearsal. That's why last Tuesday we went through this with Marge and Stacy, and so is Omaha Symphony Chorus. After I deal with vestry meeting on Zoom inside my smartphone last Tuesday night. So that means we're practicing all the songs that we did, and so is the solos as far as we're concerned. So trust me about this. Well, because last Thursday, starting the program, and I meant to tell you this, it's all good. And all the musicians supposed to be here, so who knows can be civilized about this one. So at a countryside community church at Faith Plaza Street or 131 Faith Plaza. And I meant to tell you this, it's all good. Last Thursday night, it was wonderful. So we getting started with My Spirit Sing All Day. And so who knows? So that is after this one, you guessed it. Kathy McCain does "O Pulse of My Heart," does the soloist, and who plays the violin? Yeah, that that could be this girl you talk about last year's fall concert, and I meant to say this is all good. So who knows? "Pulse of My Heart," and then afterwards we did practice the Diridon. Diriton. It could be a French song. Yeah, who knows? And then I try to. This is why I try to listen to L.A. Master Chorale, and that's why Vicky will pronounce this in French. So last Tuesday, who knows? So that's why I listen to it as well. Okay, so this is what happens about these things. So who knows? Could be civilized. And who knows? Well, and Kathy was singing again with Wanting Memories. Whoa, that could be huge. Trust me. And of course, Evocation. That's what we're practicing for. Who knows about that as well? Then let's talk about faith as far as we're concerned. Oh, God. Michelle Boyland. Oh, wow. She is I cannot believe it. She sings soprano. Oh, gosh. She has soul. Yes, in her heart. So, singing this gospel tune called City Called Heaven. And you wonder why over the years that Kristen Rundekamp does this for Christmas at the cathedral years ago. And now Michelle sings it. Oh my God. Woo! She's good. Yes. She is, yes, good. You know I'm talking about. Say. And then yes. Yes, Amber Wright. You all know Amber sings with a solo for Christmas at the cathedral last year. Now she's singing with Worthy to Be Praised. And it's going to be huge. Trust me. And then, because afterwards, taking a break about that and do this last three songs Hold Fast to Dreams. And I'm getting to wonder about, yes, To Sit and Dream. And what about the last one, Call Across? Oh, yeah, the musicians. It has something to do with guitar, electric guitar, and so is bass guitar and so is the percussionist. And it does wonderful. Yeah. So that means Maggie and Becky does these two. Maggie, yeah, all that stuff. Trust me about that as well. And Kayleen does Maggie and Becky does that as well. Trust me. And oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And Ka- Kayleen does that as well. Anyways, oh yeah, oh yes, that's right. Gary, he's the president of who. Omaha Symphony Chorus does tenor bass soloists, and I'm meant to tell you this. It's all good. Oh Lord have mercy, and I have no clue whatsoever. So we did this, yeah, without a stop. And look at the time is it's 9:30. Oh Lord have mercy. It's over. It's done. We get through this. That's and Dr. Marjorie Simmons Bester is so proud about that. It's so happy enjoyment as far as we all do. What about Stacy? Yes, she's good too. Yeah, yeah. Trust me. You know what I'm saying. And oh God. And I meant to tell you this is could be wonderful to do these things about this one. So who knows? Could be civilized about that as well. So who knows? So this Sunday is gonna be huge. You better check this out for yourself about this one. Omaha Symphony Chorus. And I have no clue whatsoever. So trust me about that as well. And you can check this out for yourself at Countryside Community Church. Starts at 2 o'clock this Sunday afternoon. You can go online at OSC, yes, Omaha Symphony Chorus.org, and so it's Facebook page. And I meant to tell you this reflections is all good. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's all about love, faith, and all kinds of stuff. And I have an except it's gonna be huge. Countryside Community Church, and I have no clue whatsoever. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, that's all I can say. You make heaven your home. Omaha Symphony Chorus. Trust me. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angels on Productions and, of course, Spreaker Studios. And so is YouTube Studios for this video podcast. And now we get inside these two things that you ought to know getting to know you and Black History Month, the conclusion. So let's get started with getting to know you. James, sing, please. Okay, while we get inside these two people that you ought to know by now, Dr. Spencer Davis, and so is Dr. Marie Rabiz Bauer for this one, as far as we concerned about that as well. So trust me about that. You know what I'm talking about. First, let's get inside Dr. Spencer, Davis. That a couple weeks ago about, you guessed it. Mm-hmm. Yes, Dr. Spencer Davis. And I meant to tell you this. Yes, it's all good from UNO. And and he talks about uh, Black History Month at and I meant to tell you this. Yes, it's all good, and I probably say this because he's talking about Black history and all that stuff. So this is what happens. You ought to know by now, and at this whole career thing, and I meant to tell you this, and I'm going to explain it as so. This is why he says all that and stuff. So Who knows about this one? And he has his wife, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I see these things about Black history, about women, and all that stuff. And he brought all these books and all kinds of stuff, and it's gonna be outrageous. Trust me. And what about Dr. Marie Rubiz Bauer? If as far as we concerned about that as well, about that as well. So who knows could be civilized about that. So in in since of this 2003, Dr. Rubiz, Dr. Bauer has been a cathedral organist at St. Cecilia's, and now everything's changing in 2005. You know what I'm talking about. She's director of music for this Archdiocese and Cathedral Music Ministries. She is also directing cathedral choir and teaching organists for years. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, as an interpreter, oh my God, I meant to tell you this. This is this is gonna be huge. Trust me about this one. I tell you one thing is she has performing all the national gatherings like the American Guild of Organists, and so is National Association Pastoral musicians and all kinds of stuff. So that is why does she is welcoming across town for musicians in America and around the world, and she's presenting Bach's birthday concert and all that stuff. So who knows about this one? Trust me. And she's taking full responsibility as guided musical programming for Cathedral Arts Project. And oh Lord, she's got it going on. You know, I'm meant to tell you this. It's all good as far as we're concerned. And I'm meant to tell you this. It's gonna be huge. Trust me. I know what we're doing about that as well. Okay. So that's these two getting to know, yeah, these two people about that as well. Oh, and finally, that's getting to know these two. And last but certainly not the least, it's got to be you know him. The conclusion of Black History Month, Part 4. So, without further ado, it's got to be Nina Simone. Please sing. Okay, Black History Month, and it could be the conclusion of this one. You just trust me. As far as we're concerned, who knows? Keep so nice. All right, let's get inside of the final one of this Black History Month, and I have no clue whatsoever about the end of its end of it is it's over. It's done. Oh wow! Because everybody knows celebrating the innovators about this one. And I have no clue whatsoever about, oh yeah, Black History Month, about teachers, legends, and all that stuff beyond the pale about this one. It's from CBS in Chicago, Illinois, about this one. So take a look and listen to this story part about, you guessed it, celebrate the legends from Chicago and beyond. And I meant to tell you this, it's all good. Listen to this exchange about that as far as as far as we concerned about that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. To use your education for Black history, for innovation, innovators, and so as teachers and legends and all that, that's Black history. And it's going to be huge. So, so the next time you're getting to know Black History Month, and I meant to tell you this, it's all good. Trust me. Because getting to know Dr. Spencer Davis and so is Dr. Marie Reese Bauer and what about Black History Month? Oh gosh. That's why we get to know everything else. And you know what I'm talking about, and I have no clue whatsoever. So getting to know all these things, you mean you might feel better about that as well. You're listening to my Everyday Agenda podcast from Angels on Productions and from Spreaker Studios, and so is YouTube. So I'm watching you video podcast as well. Anyways, I think I should wrap this up. Don't forget, we're wrap this up with in a nutshell, as I promised you, for Rachel's thoughts, and we're going to recap of, you guessed it, February of 2020. Five, you know what I'm talking about. So it should be over. Two quick ones. One is Roberta Flack, and I meant to tell you this. She does "Killing Me Softly." Goes on the charts. Yeah, R&B charts. And so it's the pop Billboard charts all over it in the late 70s. And that's why she is, yeah, passed away this week. And what about Gene Hackman? Oh, yeah. You know the guy who does, yeah, The Shining. And so is, you guessed it. Yes. The French Connection just passed away this week as well. And I meant to tell you this. It's all good. So who knows? Can be civilized about that as well. So you just have to trust me about this well. And I'm meant to tell you this. It's all good, whatever it is. Anyways, let's wrap this up. And would you mind, yes, take us home, please? Trust me. Okay. So what do we learn about? You guessed it. That's right. Fox celebration with Dr. Marie Reviesbauer and company at St. Cecilia's. Wow. I'll tell you one thing, it's a blast. Seriously, it's a blast. With a choral introduction, goes all the way up to, you guessed it, chromatic fantasy and fugue. And I meant to say this, Micah does a wonderful job playing the cello, and oh my gosh, it's gonna be good. Wonderful. You know what I'm talking about. And what about last Sundays? Yes. Soul Food Sunday at Resurrection. So it's evening musical program at New Horizons Presbyterian Church in Council Bluffs, Iowa. First Soul Food Sunday, it was a huge blast. And I cannot believe my eyes and ears. So who knows can be civilized. So is Pastor Daryl Urey does a wonderful job as far as we're concerned. Well, you might say so for yourself for now. Who knows can be civilized. And what about Diva 2? Oh boy. Carol and Alicia does a wonderful job as well. And soul food is wonderful. I cannot believe my eyes and ears. I cannot believe Reverend Tony does this. And I have no clue whatsoever. So who knows? And so is Jeannie and my Resurrection Singers, and so is the congregation at Resurrection. It's gonna be cool. Evening musical program at New Horizons in Council Bluffs, Iowa. It was a huge, wonderful experience singing with Sandra, John, the rest of Festival Choir for 6 songs. And thank you, Travis. Thank you, Michael. And thank you, Zachary Fisher. Oh, boy, for doing these things, these songs, and you have no clue whatsoever. What about the dinner, pasta dinner? I have no clue whatsoever. And Steve Beck does a wonderful job. Who knows? And what about Omaha Symphonic Chorus? Dress rehearsal, Countryside Community Church in Omaha, Nebraska. It was a wonderful experience for this rehearsal and all these things. It's going to be huge. And what about the solo parts? Kathy, Michelle, Amber, and so is Gary. That is so wonderful. And what about getting to know these two? Yeah, Dr. Spencer Davis. And so is, you guessed it, Dr. Marie Rubies-Bauer. They're powerful too. And what about the conclusion of this Black History Month? Talks about the innovations and teachers and the legends from Chicago and yet beyond. Well, who knows? Give us the lights. And what about Roberta Flack? And so is Gene Hackman. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. It's all good. These two are passed away. Rest in peace. Well, that's it. I got to get out of here. And what comes next? A list of things about that as well. Yeah, that's right. A concert. Yes. Check this out for yourself. Omaha Symphonic Chorus at You Know Who. That's right. Mm-hmm. Countryside Community Church this Sunday. It's gonna be huge. Trust me. As far as I'm concerned. And what about Ash Wednesday? What comes next? A list of things? Well, you guessed it. Anyways, we gotta go, and don't forget to Facebook and follow LHMusic at Facebook.com and TwitterX.com, and during I'll post all the social media. All these things you want to know by now. Check the website, LHMusicTime6.wixsite.com. And you can do this everyday agenda, download the podcast, and you have no clue whatsoever from the new iHeartRadio website all the way up to Amazon Music. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, we got to go, and I am back again for the last Saturday of the month for YouTube Studios, so who knows? Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. And that's for all of you people out there from Speaker Studios and Angels Up Productions. And so it's New Space at 90th and 4th Street. We're out the door. And we'll see you next time for this Everyday Agenda podcast. And I am out the door. See ya. Take care. Bye-bye. Everyday Agenda podcast is a presentation of Angels Up Productions and Spreaker Studios and YouTube Studios for this video podcast. Good night.